All right, everyone, here we go with the Friday reading, right? We're going to split the soulmate cycle into 12 pieces. We find out what they're thinking and feeling, or whatever the universe wants to tell us anyway, right? I did a pre-shuffle. I don't normally do that for Friday. I don't know. I just sat down and it just happened automatically. It's like automatic drawing, right? Automatic pre-shuffling. Perhaps this is the theme energy. I don't know. There's a reason for it. It means something to somebody. I've got somebody attached to you. What are they thinking and feeling? 9 swords crossed by the King of Pentacles. I mean, this message gets backed up, but this is a real simple message. It's somebody, either it's somebody paranoid that people can see through them, that they're not as great as whatever, or it's somebody who is trying to maintain something that can't be maintained any longer. In other words, they're trying to live like they got a bajillion, but they don't have a bajillion anymore, right? It's that kind of a thing. It is somebody who's trying desperately, who's afraid that people are going to see that they don't have a bajillion anymore. Now, it doesn't have to be about money. It could just be somebody crying and whining about, I am brave, I am good. Oh, but I wish I was actually brave and good. Like they're putting out an image like they're that, but they wish they weren't such a scaredy cat, right? They wish they weren't so afraid, you know. So it's somebody maybe having to face the reality that they're afraid, you know, that they're holding back because they're afraid. And that's tricky. It's tricky. Could also be somebody having to face the fact that they don't have a bajillion dollars anymore. It could be that too, you know. It is what it is. It's tough. You know, sometimes you got to make sacrifices. And these DMs aren't willing to do that. That's the thing, you know. Let's see where we go. Let's shuffle the deck. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. I'm splitting the cycle into 12 pieces. I'll put the sign names to it, but I'm not your astrologer. This ain't your horoscope. There's text at the top of the description to explain to anybody new why there's no timestamps here. But there's no timestamps because everything is energy and everything is connected, and you guys are part of a cycle. We're all in the same room together. It doesn't matter what your sign is. If a Pisces farts, Libra smells it too. They just smell it a little different maybe than Gemini smells it. But it's the same fart. You know, it is what it is. Take it for what it's worth to you. It's a good analogy and it's simple. It's easy to understand. Right? All right, let's see where we go. Let's see where we're at. All right. Nothing gets people's attention like a fart or a fart analogy. Bottom of the deck, 8 cups. That's interesting. That's the same. I've felt that 8 of cups. I grabbed this deck intentionally. I was originally going to use the animal deck, and I said, no, I'm going to grab something different. I got the same 8 of cups I got in some recent reading. It was in your energy of your connection. Somebody wants to prove, they're thinking and feeling they want to prove to you that they're brave. They want to prove to you that they aren't a chicken, maybe to themselves. Maybe it's more proof to themselves. I don't know. But they show up talking about something you never thought they'd talk about. They might. We'll see what actions they take tomorrow. Let's get the context today. All right? What are they thinking and feeling? We don't clarify this reading tomorrow. We clarify. You ready? Story starts with Aries, position 1. It's most closely related to this, and it bookends the hot spot of the connection cycle, the theme energy, the all signs position, Cancer, because this is a Cancerian themed soulmate cycle. And it ends with Pisces, position 12. All right? All right, here we go. All right. Where are we at here? Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. Long time coming here. I want to see what's under this. Yeah, the Hierophant. Yeah. I think this person has had a spiritual awakening of some kind. You've all got somebody attached to you that's spiritually different than they were before. I don't think it's like a dark night of the soul. I think they're moving to another level, but it's all internal and it's selfish, rather than moving to another level to benefit others or for the greater good, right? It's sort of like psychic abilities or reading energy or any kind of gift you're given from the universe that you may have. The universe rewards you being of service. It does not reward you getting a big ego about the fact that you can do this, this, and this. You know, it's why I'm always very careful to stay humble, because you get spanked for ego. This is what this is. This is an ego-based spiritual awakening. I think they get spanked for it eventually. Usually you do. Okay. But yeah, they might show up. They're thinking about showing up, maybe bringing a gift, maybe bringing something big, something that makes them look like a big man or a big woman, whatever it is. Here's your car, right? I bought you a car. I don't know. It could be anything. It's probably not a car. Taurus, position 2, the Four of Wands. I say this about this position all the time. I think whoever you identify, you don't have to be a Taurus. I'm not your astrologer. You just got to smell the fart the way a Taurus would. That's all. The fart in the room that we talked about earlier. I think you may have been married to this. I think this person wants to get back. I'll just phrase it this way: whether you were married to them or together with them or not, it doesn't matter. They want to rewind and do it again. And this time they're going to do it right. It's the kind of energy coming off of it, like you have a great marriage, but you got married at the Justice of the Peace, so you want to remarry again and have a big deal with the 4 poles here and the thing and the whatever, invite 200 guests, that kind of a thing. It's that same vibe. I'm just taking it back to somebody wants a do-over, or they want back what they had with you. And this time they're going to get it right. That's what they think. That's what they're thinking. I still feel like they're blame shifting on you a little bit. I feel like that. I feel like for a few of you, if this resonates, take it. They feel like they've got a better plan for how to control you. And that's why they want it back. So if they were controlling, that's probably for a small percentage of you, but if they were, yeah, they want to do it again, but they haven't gone on a real spiritual journey, right, where they've, changed. It's a selfish spiritual journey. They've just figured out a better way to control you where they won't lose you this time. They think they got a plan, okay? All right. That's just for a few of you. It's worth mentioning. Everybody matters, right? Even if it's just one person here. Gemini, position 3. Your person, I'm going to say this and you won't like it because this is the same energy I always get for this position. Okay? I'm just going to say it, so don't shoot the messenger. Your person I'm going to rephrase it. Your person is convinced that you don't bring enough to the table. They're being very much, and it's probably some brainwashing. Somebody controls them on their side. Right now, they're being controlled with guilt trips and maybe gifts. Maybe, this is a sideways energy. It's not reversed King of Cups. That's terrible. That's a drunk guy right at the party or girl. It's like that a little bit. Somebody has weaponized the cup in your person's life. And they're turning you into the bad guy. I'm just letting you know. All right? There's nothing you can do about it. It's at a distance. Poisoning the well is a classic trick. Anybody watching me that's on a board of directors of a company knows damn well if you're going against another company for a contract, you try to poison the well. If you play straight, you'll never get any contracts, right? I mean, it's just the way it is. I don't know. Anyway, Cancer. Yeah, you spread something, you say something false about the other company. It doesn't matter whether it's true or not. People will just believe it, and if it gets proof later, you just say, well, that's just, of course they would say that, right? That's all. It's a classic trick. People have been falling for it for thousands of years, and even in recent years. Cancer, the hot spot of the connection cycle, it bookends the Ace of Pentacles. The Moon. Bookending. This is the all signs position. There's something here for everybody. Let me fix my table. I want to be very careful. There's a very deep energy here. Cancer is ruled by the moon. It's literally the moon. Something about the moon. Okay? Is there a situation where the moon is important to your relationship? In some capacity, the moon is important to everybody's relationships because it's a Cancerian-themed soulmate cycle. But I think this might be very specific today. All right, if there's something, it's like somebody going outside and looking up at the moon and thinking of you. They see you, that's you right there, in the moon. You got a nice side profile, I will tell you that. That's very good. It's like... who was it? Drew Barrymore's grandfather, I think it was, or father, one of the two. They used to call him the profile or something like that. He had the nice side profile. I want to say more, but There's something about the moon. Blame it on the moon. I don't know. There's something about the moon that's reminding them of you. I think it has a lot to do with the upcoming full moon in Sagittarius. I think this person's going to kick something into gear. I think they got a plan that kicks into gear around that time towards you. Okay? Or they're just outside howling at the moon like a dog. I don't know. All right. Position 5. Leo soap opera. Let's go. Come on. 8 of Pentacles. They're distracting themselves with something. They're not thinking about you. Not at all. They're busy. I'm getting a message. I'm busy right now, Steve. Okay. They're thinking about you. They're thinking about something else. They're not thinking about you. I don't know. They're thinking, but I Freudian slipped. I said they're thinking about you, right? You heard me, right? And I originally said, yeah, but Steve, you originally said they're not thinking about me. They are. They can't distract themselves from you. They're trying, right? So there you go. They can do all they want. They might be working on a new pentacle, but they can't stop thinking about you. That's all there is to it. Okay. But they're trying to distract themselves from you. Mostly they're distracting themselves from you right now. Okay. Now, we'll see what actions they take tomorrow. This isn't working. All right. Libra, position 7. Virgo, position 6. Sometimes my wild card position. Sometimes you guys show up here, sometimes not. The Fool. I got to pull it with Libra, position 7. I'm just going to be honest. I probably made an edit there, and you may have seen it. I fucked up and called this Libra position 7, and then I realized when I stopped and said, "Well, I'll just redo it," and thought I'll redo it and edit it later. I didn't mean to say that. That's a valid Freudian slip. So I need to pull that too, and I need to switch this off. So I'm just explaining why I'm doing this, so you don't see a video cut and go, "What the fuck? That was there. What did he do?" Right? I'm just being honest, being right up front with you. These two go together today. So I'm going to read them together. It's very important. It is you guys showing up here. There's an opportunity that's coming up for you. There's a chance for you to do something. I don't know what it is. Might be very small, might be very big. I have no idea. Maybe it's a special deal on Snicker bars, or it's a cruise. I have no idea. It could be anything or anything in between, or whatever. Or or you're driving down the road and there's a leather bag on the side of the road and you think, I wonder if I should stop and pick that up. Yeah, you should. In fact, that's the best analogy I can give here. You're tempted to drive by. You can't stop thinking about that leather bag on the side of the road. What if there's something in it? Yeah, but what if there's a dead puppy in it or something? You start thinking, I'm going to open it and it's going to be like, ew, gross, and it's going to affect me for the rest of my life. It's the not knowing that's going to kill you here. You got to do it. Whatever it is, I'm going to be vague because there's too many people watching. You've got to do it. So on that leather bag analogy, I don't care if you're 10 miles up the road, right? You grab the emergency brake, do a big spin out, and turn yourself around and get back to that damn bag. All right? You won't regret it. The energy says you won't regret it. The energy says you will regret it, even if you regret it, even if it is something horrifying in that bag. You will regret it more. You'll drive yourself batshit crazy if you don't. You follow? Okay? All right. Okay. All right. Now I understand why Freudian slipped, and I understand the order of the cards now too. You're like, nah. And then you start thinking, oh, shit. Right? Oh, fuck it. I'm just going to go for it. Right? It's important. That's coming up. That's you guys showing up here in this reading. That's your fucking message. Pay attention to that. People do this kind of shit all the time, and then they wonder, oh, I wish I'd have done that, right? This will be one of those moments where you look back, right, when you're in your 70s or 80s. And I know I got people watching me that are already that age, so I'm going to bump it up so everybody's included. When you're in your 120s, 130s, you're going to look back and go, fuck, I wish I'd have done that, right? Whatever it is, I don't care. Maybe you are in your 80s and you're watching me. It's just a new marmalade for your toast. Oh, I don't know if I should go for the prune one. Go for it. Have the strawberry. Fuck the prune. Right, there you go. All right, anyway. Right here. Scorpio. Position 8. This is why they don't let me in rest homes. It really is. Honestly, I'm not allowed anywhere near the elderly. I'm not. I'm a bad influence. Strawberry marmalade. 6 of Wands. I don't know. It's a victory card. Somebody feels victorious over you. They feel pretty good. Like in my mind's eye, I got somebody walking around their house going, yeah, Fuck Steve Viewer, right? I got them. Somebody got you. Maybe it's a practical joke. I don't know. Maybe that's why I can't figure it out. Somebody might pull a practical joke on you this week. They're thinking about it. Or somebody might try to just one-up you. They're going to call you, jab you with something, right? I mean, I don't know. If anybody knows a secret about you, they feel pretty good about themselves. I will also tell you that. All right, let's go. You ready? Here comes the 11th dimension. Here it comes rolling in here. I don't know what happens with Sagittarius. I really don't. It's different from the other energy. I joke about the 11th dimension. It might be. But the energy feels different. It's totally different. It's weird. It's like all of this is marmalade and this is peanut butter. You know, it's completely different, night and day. So this is a separate source. So take it for what it's worth. But sometimes it is part of the cycle and sometimes not. Because somebody asked me about that. They say, well, why do you always single that one? It's because it's different. It's not the same thing. I don't know why position 9 is like this. I have no idea. Maybe I got the most powerful people in this position that identify with this position. You don't have to be a Sagittarius that are watching. Okay? Anyway, check your chart too. It's very important. Check your chart. Sagittarius in the midheaven. If you're watching, this would be very important here. Okay, very important. Check that. Get your chart done. All right, right here. Even though I'm not your astrologer, it would be an important position. Position 9, Sagittarius. Let's go. Shut up, Steve. 7 of Wands. I just like to make sure you guys understand what's going on. I'm not pulling this stuff out of my ass. You know, even here I explain things to you. I mean, I'm sorry, I Freudian slipped. Anyway, 7 of Wands. Why? It's throat chakra, but it's not throat chakra in the sense of speaking. In psychic terms, okay? I'm going to have to teach you something about energy here. How do you know if you're a prophet? Prophetic. I don't just read energy, for example. I'm actually better at prophesizing than I am. My prophecy, I've got shit tons of them, and they come true like that and freak out my friends. There's a lot of signs that can show you that you are. For instance, I always talk about from the moment I got here to YouTube, and when I was a little kid in particular, I identified people as a color. I saw colors around people. My mother, in fact, I even joked. She said she took me to the doctor once, and he's like, "There's nothing wrong with him, right? You know, there's nothing wrong." And her excuse was, you know, "I've never had a boy before, so I don't." You know, I mean, it's like, okay, it's all girls and me, but you know, no, the boys aren't, you know, broken or anything like that. So you know, you see colors around people. But another one of the things is the thyroid, the throat chakra. A lot of times. Human lie detectors. For me, it comes across as a smell, an energetic kind of smell of burning walnuts. But for a lot of people, they feel it in their throat. Their throat starts to close up when somebody's lying to them or something's off. Their spidey sense is in their throat. It revolves around the thyroid. Okay? So you're picking up somebody's making you defensive. You're feeling your throat tighten up around this person. I'm telling you this so that you know what it is. Obviously, if you're concerned and you think, I might be dying, go see a fucking doctor. But I'm telling you, this is a very common thing for people who can, prophets, for psychics, things along those lines. Your throat is tightening up when somebody's talking to you. It's somebody in person. They're right up in your face. They're right there with you. It feels like a work-related matter, but it doesn't have to be. They're very, I don't know, something just it doesn't smell right to you. Somebody is thinking about screwing you over, maybe, or just getting an advantage over you. It could be that. I think your throat chakra closes up. I think what I've told you will help you figure out who this is. The person's talking to you, and you feel a tightening in your throat. Okay? That's usually, in psychic terms, that's usually a lie. That's usually somebody lying to you. That's how most people, prophets, psychics, things like that, feel deception and feel something's off about a person. They usually feel it there. All right? Especially when they're being spoken to, throat chakra energy. Okay? Just keep that in mind. I feel like this person here is thinking about one-upping you or getting the advantage on you, maybe stealing your job, maybe stealing your man, maybe stealing your girl. I don't know. Either way, it's a hell of an energy lesson for you there if you didn't know that, right? You're trying to figure out, Steve, do I have any special abilities? I don't know. Did you see colors? Do you see colors? Do you see people's auras? Auras could tell you past, present, and future about a person. They could tell you what's wrong with them, how they might die. You could tell if they might die soon if you could see auras. Because the soul starts to disconnect so that when the actual death moment comes, there's only just a little thread left. These are all, these are all energy topics for the blog, but sometimes they come up here in these readings. There's probably about a half a dozen, maybe 9 signs that, you're predicting future things and all of that you got some kind of special ability. All right. And assuming you're not making it up and just wishful thinking that you have it, if you actually have it, you'd know. I mean, you'd know for sure. You'd have made some wicked predictions. You'd have a stack of notebooks a mile high if you were a prophet. Prophets have to write things down. It's where my notebooks fucking come from. 10, position 10, Capricorn. So pay attention to your throat chakra here. When somebody's coming up to you, they're probably going to be telling you how nice you are, how great you are. It's terrific to work with you. Okay, it's it's an honor to work with you, and your throat's going to close up like you're having some kind of fucking anaphylactic shock to something. That's the way that feels to me. Okay, they're full of shit. All right, Capricorn, position 10. You don't have to be a Capricorn. You don't have to be a Sagittarius here for this. So keep that in mind. Again, I'm not your astrologer. It's your horoscope. About 9 out of these 12 will resonate with you. You're about to cross. I don't want to say that. I would save that for the Saturday. If that came out on tomorrow's reading, what actions they're going to take, I would say you're about to cross paths with a soulmate. It's not really accurate here for me to say that. The universe is thinking about, can I phrase it this way? It's not really what's happening, but this is the choice. And it's the energy. The fickle old gal makes a choice to open up a path or not, right? The energy is thinking about opening up a path for you towards a new soulmate, okay? Right now, it's thinking about it. God, source, the universe is thinking about you. Can I say that? Okay? I don't know. You're a topic. At this morning's meeting, at the Friday morning meeting, you're a topic, right? All right. There you go. By the way, I'm in that board meeting. St. Peter is against you. He's not on board. Okay, I'm just telling you. You need to win him over a little bit. Okay, here we go. Either way, that's kind of what's going on. All right, I'm being cheeky, but you catch my drift, right? All right. I don't know. We'll see tomorrow what actions somebody takes towards you. We'll see what actions the universe takes. I'm going to write that one down. Okay, I'll remember it. I'm not writing any of the rest of these down except these 2. This is fucking wild. I'm at a board meeting with the universe. I got throat chakras locking up here. You might call the ambulance. Maybe I just saved you a medical bill. I don't know, but if you think you need the ambulance, call it. This fucker's full of shit, let me tell you. I think they just want to one-up you somehow. Aquarius, position 11, my other wild card spout. I doubt you're showing up here because you showed up here in a double. Maybe, I don't know. I have no idea. 6 of Pentacles. Nope, you are showing up here. I'm wrong. Hey, I don't mind being wrong. I realized as I was pulling the card that this is about to hit my double, right? It's about to connect it, where normally it wouldn't. Normally it would just be here. Give to this. Give to it. Don't even get in your head. Stop. Pick up the bag. The reason is it's something that benefits you later. It's what we talked about in a reading earlier this week, the concept of you may not know now why this benefits you, but it does. Okay? So keep that in mind. All right. Pisces, position 12. Okay. Maybe somebody grateful you found their leather bag. And they give you some money or they help you with something. Is there anything I can do for you? Somebody powerful says, is there anything I can ever do for you? Don't say anything right away. Say, can I get back to you? Because you never know what might come up. Be smart, all right? There you go. Position 12. I could use a Snicker bar. You just asked a billionaire for a Snicker bar. Are you an idiot? Right? What the fuck is wrong with you? All right, here we go. Position 12. Pisces, always read with 1 and 5. I have seen people do some stupid things, and believe me, I'm not that far off from that one. Temperance, 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 temperance. You have somebody attached to you that's trying to figure out a way to avoid the truth. That's what's taking them so long. If you're wondering what's taking somebody so long to come in, Steve, why, Steve? Right? You're sitting there. I don't know why you're always blaming me, but whatever. I'm blamed for thousands every month, maybe every year, thousands of tablets and smartphones being smashed on brick walls. I mean, it's insane. In the name of Steve, I smashed this smartphone. You know, it's like that. I mean, I don't know. I don't control these fuckers on the DM side. I mean, you know, we got somebody who's literally trying to stall so they could figure out a way to distract you from the truth. So that's why they're taking so long. Okay? That's insane. Can you hold on a second? I got to think of a good lie. Hold on. Just hold that thought. All right? It's a bit of that. I'm exaggerating, but not much. 3 cards and a bottom card. Add it all up for me, universe. Add it up. What's it all mean? What's it all mean? Add it up. 3 cards and a bottom card. What are they thinking and feeling? It's been a fun reading. I'm going to tell you right now. 3 cards and a bottom card. What are they thinking and feeling? All right. What do we get? Ace of Swords at the bottom. Well, I mean, it's not a reconciliation energy. It's a truth energy, but it's tainted. I'm drawn to the black lines and the black there and the black. I mean, it's the sword could use a bath. Okay, Archangel Michael's sword of truth has been through the ringer here on the DM side. What are they thinking and feeling? I think I summed it up for everybody already with position 12. I mean, there's the 6 of Pentacles. They want to come in and give. Right, okay. There's the 6 of Wands, but they want to also, and there's the 7 of Cups. Look. It's right there. This is why I pull the cards. I said, I think I summed it up here. I'm just going to sum it up. Somebody's trying to figure out a way, they're not quite sure how yet, to come in and tell you some truth that benefits them in some way. And it gives the illusion of equal give and take. It's what's going on. I don't know. Let's see here. Yep, the 7 of Pentacles. Yep. Taking a break, trying to distract. Hold on a minute, let me go over here and have a smoke. Try to figure out a way to come in. Just tell you what you need to know with some lies peppered in that make me look good. So that's what's going on. That's where we're at. Take it for what it's worth to you. Okay, but you saw it play out right there. It is what it is. That's your reading. Tomorrow in the weekly reading, we find out what actions we're going to take. Right? What actions they're going to take. What are they going to do? Maybe we find out what these lies are. I have no idea. And we clarify. So it's the same type of reading, but we clarify. So again, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Good luck.